Hi, welcome to Jerry's journey on trying to go solar panel. I don't know about the off-grid idea, but we are on a journey and it's getting interrupted still. The employment situation hasn't settled down. I don't know if I'll be employed. The prospect looks good. Our PM, project manager, had a talk with the CEO of the new company, and the salaries are definitely going to be cut. And how far? It could be at least 30%. That's going to really hurt. I was hoping to add a battery back up to the main Jackery unit basically every other month and do various tests of how long they will last. Why we're staring at the pile of mushroom mulch is because in the meantime, I guess you could say, entertain you. I don't know. Give you more information. It's not just to waste your time, okay? Yesterday, I didn't touch the panel because I was filling all these boxes with that mushroom mulch. Here's a nice close-up of our strawberries. However, there was quite a few of them that decided that they were going to grow up outside the box, right in these little pathways. So I decided to transplant them, and they're in a little shock right now, and I'm not too worried if they all die. There's a very likely possibility that they'll be back next season, because these things are hardy. I can't believe it. So I'm trying to spread the wealth, get more strawberries that way, as long as the squirrels stay away. And that's why I'm trying to enclose this entire area, eventually wrap it in plastic and call it a greenhouse, on the cheap, that is. But we're still only at the second truss. I haven't added anything else to it since I announced that. That's one of the next projects to tackle. A couple other side notes. The attic, putting up that foil. We're in our 95-degree weather right now, and it's not technically on hold. Wednesday it's supposed to rain, and therefore I will get up there even if it's very hot. The other thing to state is that this is the fourth day of a good amount of sun. The Jackery units charged right up by noon to 100% after going down to 50% each. So whatever's running on the units really drained it to 50%. They were going down to 60, but now down to 50, and I didn't change what's running on it. I have my entire office. I have the fish aquarium, and then I run an orange cord up the stairs to the freezer, and from the freezer it splits off and goes into the family room, and that's been consistent since Friday. But as long as I don't have to worry about pulling those plugs, we're saving electricity at this point. And that's about all that we happen to be achieving, because with the 95-degree weather, there is no way that the upstairs AC unit can be left off, and that sub panel does not feed that. Feeds the lower AC panel, or AC equipment, but not the upstairs. And nor the hot water heaters. Sorry for the cough. Everything I go to do kind of works up the chest, and I'm kind of not getting fully over the cold that's been over 2 weeks ago. Anyways, some other things to share with you. Let's take a walk. And this is our watering hose to the garden, and this is not the hose that we desired to use, because we happen to bought into the commercial. I don't know if you guys have better, I hate to say the word luck, I don't believe in luck, but than we did. What I am walking over to is not a snake, but one of these copper shrink up hoses that they shrink back to the original size. And this is our second year using it. And somewhere in the middle of it this year, when we went to use it for the very first time, it not just sprung a leak, it just unraveled. And so don't waste your money on the hype is my suggestion. If you didn't buy one, I'd recommend not getting one. That's up to you, of course, but if those that are already invested in it and are having no problems, let me know. Let others know that you had no problems, but I did. And finally, I'm looking for a place to set the camera down so you can take a look at me. There is a particular reason, so pardon me while I just turn around and try to hold it at a distance. Okay, what I am sporting, I didn't realize that this would be a fashion thing, but what I'm sporting is a hat with a net to it. Too many years in a row, I've been experiencing these gnats in Pennsylvania. That's where I live, south central Pennsylvania, and they are horrible. My face would look horrible just one day being out, and day after day, I was getting bit over and over and over again, and it was horrible. No one wanted to look at me. But over 7 years ago, I invested in this hat, and I would recommend this for anybody else that's suffering from the bugs. I take it on hikes. It's wonderful. The only caution is if you're working with equipment, make sure you keep it a little way away from yourself. Because this isn't the original hat, to be all honest with you. The other hat got destroyed. How did it get destroyed? I got the drill too close to the netting, and it got caught, and within a second and a half, it wrapped around. There's a metal ring to the bottom. It tightened the ring around my throat, and I was about to be choked to death. Thankfully, the drill stopped drilling. Even though I let go of the button, it still goes for a little bit. And when I let go of that, it finally stopped, but I couldn't talk. That's how tight it was. And my children were nearby originally, but they went in the house at that very time, and there I am, technically up at that garden, working on the garden, and that's when it happened. And thankfully, by adrenaline, I guess, I was able to get it to be snapped off. I couldn't get my fingers down in between the wire and my neck, but somehow I was able to stretch on what netting there was and was able to pull and free myself. But yeah, just be careful, that's all. But man, I would highly recommend it. Mosquito bites don't bother me anymore. I don't have to put bug repellent on for this stuff. It's great. Just a high recommendation. So Wednesday you might get an update on the foil situation, because we'll spend the rainy day installing more of those units. Hopefully tomorrow I will be able to install the 10th panel. I don't mean to delay, but again, what is the rush on the 10th panel when it's surviving as is? For Wednesday, yeah, but Tuesday's supposed to be another sunny day, and I hope to get to it tomorrow. Really do want to get to it tomorrow, because on a rainy day, it still pulls in watts, and I want to maximize it for the rainy day and see if that's going to make it last longer. There's only one task that I have left. So let's take another walk here, and let's see here as we take a walk. Welcome to my front yard, and as we take this walk, we get to what's going to be a pumpkin patch. We got some pumpkin plants ready to put them in. Last year we did that up at the garden area. It had its own box. It ended up taking over 4 or 5 boxes because of its growth. So it's getting its own plot of land. And so I'd like to till it up one more time. That's just a surface till. I ran out of time, but once I till this up a second time, I'm going to outline it with some wood, and then fill it with mulch, the mushroom mulch, and then the wife can plant the plants and be done. There should be plenty of time. Since I took half day off today, Monday, tomorrow I'm taking a good 6 hours off. That's because I have to use up the time, and I need basically a day and a half per week, or I lose my time come July 15th, which is technically my last day, unless the new contract does work out that I get to carry over. Again, an update with that is that they would like the whole team to come over, but everybody has to take a 30% at least cut in their salaries, and that is hard to swallow. The bidding company came in and they quoted salaries that were local to them in Florida. They did not consider what going salaries happened to be in Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland area, which is your primary workers. That's what our team is made up of, and all of us are going to feel the pinch. And as soon as that settles, then maybe I can plant some more of those Jackery battery backup units. Yep, that's it for today. All right, have a good one. One other thing, the Spam t-shirt, Eat Spam shirt, that is something I obtained back in 2003 or 4 by a company called Barracuda. They basically eat spam, which is an email term, and they gave away free t-shirts at the time, and now I use it as a work shirt. Just thought it'd be an interesting side note. Again, anything that I've mentioned or not mentioned, or I said something negative, I do not get a kickback whatsoever. Even Jackery doesn't pay me to do anything or gift me anything at this time. So, again, have a good night.